Hi friends, sometimes back I wrote a fictional story, now making it available on YouTube. And the subject of this story is Ichha Sakti, then and now. So let's start. Some thousands of years back, in the kingdom of Sakti, there was a king named Ichha Sakti. He was pro people. He did a lot of work for the betterment of the citizens. The main problem in his kingdom was heavy rains and flooding, and sometimes there was no rains causing the drought. So he thought about this seriously and came up with a plan. He called his ministers and explained them. Then the ministers started working on it. The geography of the kingdom consisted of hilly areas and the coastal plains. Miles long water reservoirs were constructed in multiple places, few in the hilly areas and few in the coastal plains. As you can see, this brown color lines connecting two reservoirs in the hilly areas. These were connected in such a fashion that the extra water in one reservoir will be discharged to the other reservoir. The reservoirs of the coastal plains were also connected with each other in the similar fashion. You can see the brown lines. Those are the two pipelines. This diagram has more clarity that how two reservoirs of the hilly areas were connected with each other and two reservoirs of the coastal plains were connected with each other. There was a central reservoir in the hilly areas which would collect the water from other reservoirs from the hilly areas, and there was a central reservoir in the coastal plains which would collect the water from other reservoirs in the coastal plains. The central reservoir of the hilly area was connected with the central reservoir of the coastal plains with only one pipeline, because the water would flow from the hilly to the plain land. And this solved the water problem when there was huge rains in the hilly areas and no rains in the coastal plains. Then stone pillars were erected and slabs were placed on it. As you can see in the picture, the whole construction was in the form of a slope connecting the central reservoir of the coastal plains and the central reservoir of the hilly area. That means the water should flow from the coastal plains to the hilly area on the slope. The necessary structure was made over the central reservoir of the coastal plains to lift the water and pour on the slope. A conveyor belt was attached. There were multiple buckets attached to the conveyor belt. A shaft and two handles were made on two sides of it to rotate the conveyor belt. When the handles were rotated, the buckets attached to the belt used to lift water from the reservoir and pour on the slab, and the water would flow to the central reservoir in the hilly area. This solved the water problem when there was huge rains in the coastal plains and no rains in the hilly areas. But again, when there was huge rains throughout the kingdom, then the above solution was of no use. Still, people were very happy that at least there was a solution when there was no rains. Thousands of years passed. The kingdom was not there. Some of the family members of the king Ichhasakti became the landlords. A girl named Sakti was the successor of the king Ichhasakti. She had the similar qualities like the king. Due to sea water, there was massive coastal erosion, and people used to vacate their villages and move to a new place. Sakti saw from her childhood that there were three types of trees which could control the erosion of the coast. When she became the head of the landlords, she called for a meeting of all the landlords and explained them what to do to solve this issue. Then the plantation drive started near the coast. As you can see in the photo, the mangrove trees were planted near the place where the seawater touched the coast. The mangrove trees would hold the soil tightly and reduce the force of the sea waves. Next to it, towards the mainland, casuarina trees were planted, which would hold the soil tightly. Next to it, towards the mainland, the cashew trees were planted, which would hold the soil tightly and also increase the production of cashew by giving a livelihood to the people. So this move reduced the coastal erosion and helped the people to have a livelihood, a source of livelihood, source of income. When Sakti was 100 years old, her grandchildren became politicians and some of them were ministers as well. One day, Sakti told her minister grandson to take her to the sea beach as she wanted to see the plantation she initiated when she was young. The grandson took her to the beach. Sakti was disheartened to see that most of the trees were cut and the seawater started eating the landmass. She asked, "Boy, what is this? Who did all this? As a minister, why you are not protecting the trees? Can you imagine how many people will have to leave their houses because of this coastal erosion?" The grandson tried to avoid the questions, but when Sakti insisted, he replied, "We are here to do politics, not social service. If we will solve all the issues, then we will not have anything to promise in the next election." Sakti remained silent. A thought came to her mind. There was the king Ichhasakti. The name literally means willpower. Ichhasakti means willpower. But that willpower is now completely lost among the current generation in her family. Thank you for listening. Thank you.